what is up, you guys? So I went live and talked about my food haul. So I figured you were going to want to see what I was actually cooking in the kitchen and how it was going. So, I was talking to you guys about the cauliflower rice. So this is what it looks like when it's all blended up. Tip that I would say is don't make it so fine that it's like powdery because it'll just get mushy. Leave it kind of chunky. So just when you're using your food processor to grind it up, just try not to make it like super fine. That would be a tip that I would have. So I'm going to do mine a little bit Chinese rice style. So I have these awesome olive oils that I got given by my in-laws for Christmas. Well, obviously Paul got them too, like joint gift. And it's from All of Us, Olive Oil and Vinegar Tasting Room up in the Okanagan. I love these, and like every time we go to their house, I use all of them. So I love using their infused olive oils and their balsamic vinegars, kind of all the different vinegars. I shouldn't say just balsamic, like they have white, yeah, they are all balsamic, white balsamic, cranberry pear, Cascadian white raspberry, black mission fig, black cherry. Anyway, so I use these as salad dressings because it's like totally cutting the calories out by just being able to use like infused oils and balsamic vinegars and stuff. So it's a really, really great choice, really great alternative, and the flavor is incredible. So, needless to say, I am right now just heating up on the pan, which I just forgot about there for a second. I am heating up some of the garlic infused olive oil on there. And so I'm going to do up some of my cauliflower rice in with that. So I just put a little bit of a drizzle in there. And the reason I put it in a Ziploc bag is because I'm like traveling back and forth to the Lower Mainland, so sometimes I take some extra food prep stuff with me. So I just reuse my plastic bags all the time. So you can hear that kind of sizzle away in here. So I'll just pour like half of my bag in here. Put it back over on the element. Most of my utensils are in the dishwasher right now, apparently. So anyways, we're just going to give that a little steam on the pan and just kind of let the oil mix in there. Give it some flavor. I don't really like to add like salt into this personally. All right. I like to kind of keep it as is. So now I have my eggs. So I'm going to crack 2 eggs in there. Not my favorite egg container. Okay. I like to do 2 eggs in with mine. Some people might only like to do 1. Your choice. Totally whatever you like. The other thing that I really like is my Bragg soy sauce. So I'll sear these up first, but this is the Bragg's that I like to put in there. Bragg soy sauce. Right? So Bragg's is like an all-purpose liquid seasoning, natural soy sauce alternative. Non-GMO. Yada yada. So you can just like cook that up in there with those eggs in there, and it kind of makes it a little more Chinese rice style, you know? Blend that in there, and then if you want to add a little bit more seasoning or flavoring, nutritional yeast is really great to put in here. I have nutritional yeast kicking around in the cupboard. Right now for me, I'm going to use my Bragg's in this one. And maybe in the next one that I do, I'll add in some nutritional yeast. I don't see it right there, so which means I'll have to hunt for it, so I'll look for it after. But it's a really great alternative just to add like some really great flavor in it. It's healthy. So give that a little, whoops, crank in the temperature. And then the Bragg's just adds a little bit of flavor. And I just really like Bragg's, so there we go. So with that, I'm actually sizzling up over here. I'm going to be doing my shrimps. So I got these shrimps, and I got the ones that are already pre-cooked and tails off. And the reason I do that is because I'm quite busy, like, you know, most of us are super busy. So I don't have time to really like deal with, you know, peeling tails off and kind of doing all that kind of stuff. You know what I mean? So if you do have time to do that, that's awesome. But I just like have them in a bowl and I rinse them because I get them from frozen. And then I'm adding them in here into my pan just with like some pesto sauce. So if you might have seen earlier, I just grabbed this pesto, like in the summer I make my own pesto, but I didn't make enough to just like, you know, can it and store it. So you just, it's got this one here from Costco, which works great. Tastes good, works great. I'm sure I could get a higher quality one somewhere else, but when I'm at Costco, that's the one I get. How it is. Yeah, so this is really, honestly, like, it's so quick to whip together, you guys, and then you can have this meal, like, you could literally do up, like, your whole bags of shrimp. You know, you could have that kind of as, like, your dinner meal with either you or you and your family. And then you can, like, just easily separate this into containers for yourself for meal prepping. And remember, because this is already pre-cooked, you're basically just like heating this up. So you're not even really cooking it, right? Because it's already, the shrimp are already cooked, the pesto is good to go, so you're really just like heating it up for that like warm, like, you know, really great. I like warm things for dinner, you know? That's just me. So, and I'll give you a little tip, you guys. If you're on a journey for weight loss as opposed to weight gain, I have people who do both. You know, so for people who are on their weight loss journey, a little tip for you guys, try, like I'm about not cutting out any food categories. I really like all food categories, and I think that that's really healthy. But I would try, if I were you, just not having any carbohydrates for dinner. Make your plate 50% veggies, 50% protein. Know that carbs are your fuel. We do need that. So don't completely, I don't recommend, I don't cut carbohydrates out of my diet because that's unrealistic and not sustainable. However, in saying that, know that carbohydrates are your fuel source. So carbohydrates are great to have if you're going to have them at like breakfast or lunchtime. But at dinner time, you're getting ready to go to bed, have some downtime. So that's not when you're going to be utilizing your energy source. You're going to be utilizing it earlier in the day. In saying that, you don't need to have just carbohydrates for breakfast or lunch. Combine them still with veggies. But that's an appropriate time to have carbohydrates is for breakfast and at lunchtime, and at dinner time you're not going to be burning that off. So stay away from carbohydrates. I do stay away from carbohydrates at dinner. So that's something that, you know, quick tip for those of you on your weight loss journey. So voila, I will send you a little picture of what this looks like all done up at the end. Because really, right now it's done. So we'll put her on a plate. Maybe I'll just do that right now for you. Put it on a plate. And we'll see what it looks like. This cauliflower rice. And these little pesto shrimpies. Grab a little spoon. And voila! Still steaming away. If you want to add a little pesto on top, you totally can. give it a little boop right in the middle. I guess I gotta have a little taste. Here we go. Add a little brightness to it. And voila, you've already got your dinner, and then you can easily just separate it in your containers for your food prep. So done and done. Hope you guys enjoy. Talk to you later.